So TSA could be ditching a policy we've been following for decades. CNN's Maribel Aber joins us now from the NASDAQ market site in New York. Good morning to you, Maribel. And this could be a major change for our airport routine, right?
Hey, good morning, Chesley. A big change for clearing security at the airport after nearly 20 years. Flyers will no longer need to take their shoes off at airport security lines. Media reports say the TSA is phasing out the shoes off requirement at airports around the country. And at some airports, the requirement has already been dropped. Travel newsletter Gate Access was the first to report that move. The TSA has, though, not officially announced a change in policy just yet. Flyers have been required to remove shoes since 2006. That was about 5 years after a terrorist tried to detonate explosives packed in his shoe. Now, the question is, what does this shift mean for the TSA's PreCheck program? Keeping your shoes on is one of the features PreCheck has. The program costs around $80 for 5 years and offers expedited screening. Chesley, I paid $80 so I didn't have to wear socks.
Same here, same here. I don't like to take the shoe off thing, so changing that would be key. And it'll move people faster, I think. All right. So Tesla is has taken a hit in the market, but the CEO is eyeing a new political challenge.
And that new political challenge is why shares of Tesla were battered yesterday. The big drop came after Elon Musk said he was starting a new political party. Musk said he was forming the America Party, which could focus on congressional races. Now, one Wall Street analyst said investors are tiring of Musk's move into politics at a crucial point for Tesla. The company reported a 14% year-on-year decline in car deliveries last quarter and faces rising competition, especially in China. Yesterday, Tesla shares dropped nearly 7%. That knocked off more than $68 billion in the company's market value. As for how investors feel about Musk's political activities today, looks like Tesla shares right now, well, they were up a little bit earlier. They look to be up almost 1%, Chesley.
All right. Speaking of Tesla, car buyers are setting a new record.
Monthly payments on new auto loans keep soaring. More than 19% of new vehicle buyers last quarter took on loans with a monthly payment of $1,000 or more. That's an all-time high and up from 17.8% a year ago, according to Edmunds.com. Now, the average monthly payment was $756, up $16 from a year ago, and the percentage of new auto buyers taking out loans for 7 years or longer soared to a record high of 22.4% last quarter. Now, Edmunds says buyers are trying various ways to manage affordability. That includes taking on longer loans, financing more, or putting less money down. But some of those may increase the total cost of the vehicle. Something to think about, Chesley.
Yeah, we'll be thinking about that. All right, a couple of weeks ago, we saw Uber launch its self-driving cars using Whimo here in Atlanta, but they're now about to launch in another major city.
Yes, well, of course, as you mentioned, you can get one of those autonomous vehicles right there in Atlanta. Now Whimo is rolling out its fleet of test vehicles in Philadelphia. The cars from the autonomous driving company will have specialists operating the vehicles during the test period. Now, Whimo says its cars will be in neighborhoods everywhere from North Philly to University City, as well as operating in the city's freeways. The vehicles are not available to the public, but Whimo uses this sort of test period as a way to learn a city's streets and traffic. The company collects mapping data to evaluate how its autonomous technology performs in new environments and handle traffic patterns. And it will help Whimo gauge whether it can potentially offer a paid ride share service in a particular location. Right now, Whimo provides more than 250,000 fully autonomous paid trips each week in cities like San Francisco, Phoenix, LA, Austin, of course, Atlanta, and Chesley. You know, look, if you don't have a car, I mean, car payments are averaging, what do we say, $756 a month now?
Yeah.
Is it cheaper than an Uber or Lyft and more frequent than a bus? Will I trust the robot?
Yeah. Do you have Whimo there in New York yet?
We do not. Not yet. I haven't tried it yet.
And
but I still feel like it needs some tests.
Yeah, and I'm concerned about some of these northeastern cities with Whimo, you know, testing it out. I'm from Philly, so I'm a little concerned there, you know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see.
A lot of traffic.
That's absolutely right. All right, Maribel, thanks so much for joining us.